welcome to my new channel, Girty Sews. My name's Vic. I set up this channel just so that I can kind of document my sewing journey going forward. I've also created a new Instagram account called Girty Sews also, but the link is Girty_sews, and I'll just pop it up there so you can see. So if you do like what I do today, please have a little look at my Instagram account and consider following me. And if you like this video today, then it'd be wonderful if you consider liking it or subscribing to my channel. I'm hopefully going to be doing kind of weekly vlogs about what I'm making, what I've been looking at, kind of all sewing related bits and bobs really. You have to excuse my voice, I've got a bit of a cough at the moment, but a little bit about me. My name's Vic, obviously, like I said. I'm a midwife. I've got two little girls who are 18 months and 6 years old, called Neve and Nell. And I used to sew quite a lot when I was younger, and then kind of finished uni, got a busy job. The years went by, had some babies, and then sewing just took quite a back foot really in my priority list. But it's got to the point now where I want to have a bit of kind of me time or something just for me. And although, you know, I involve the girls in the crafting and things, it's quite nice to be able to have a little bit of, you know, creative outlook for myself. So that's kind of what I want to do here and document how I progress really, because, you know, I'm classing myself as a beginner again, because although I did used to know quite a bit about sewing, I have forgotten everything. So it's kind of starting from scratch with a kind of a little bit of inkling in the background. I learned everything from my mum really. She's an extraordinary seamstress. She made both my and my sister's wedding dresses. She, you know, makes her own clothes. She makes baby clothes for the girls. She knits. She's a wonder really. So if I can be half as talented as her, then I am winning really. So I want to show you what I've kind of made recently. I made a MARNIE blouse for my friend, and actually she loved it so much. I'll just pop a little picture of it there for you. I made it for her Christmas present, because that's something else that I really enjoy doing. I make Christmas hampers for my friends and family, and it's got homemade food in it. It's got, you know, wearable items. It's got all sorts. So I want to be able to, you know, add to that. So I made the MARNIE blouse for my friend, and then actually another friend I made the dress version because I found this fabric and I got it at Stitch and Ink, and it's kind of like a rainbow gingham tartan checkered fabric, and I saw it and I thought, you know what, that looks stunning on her, and I bought enough that I could make her a dress version, and I made myself a blouse version. So I didn't put the tucks in the front or the ruffle around the collar. I just went kind of for a frill on the sleeve, because I thought actually the pattern on the fabric's loud enough and it does enough by itself. And I like to wear it under dungarees. I'm a bit of a funny shape, so actually, you know, I'm not convinced it's the perfect fit for me, but actually under dungarees with the ruffles it looks quite swish. So yeah, that's one thing I've made recently. I also stumbled upon a pattern on Instagram for children, and it's by a lady who has called her patterns Me and Kiddo, and it's the poppy blouse. So it's a lovely, I'll put a picture of the blouse that they make on the front of their pattern. I chose this lovely happy carrots fabric, so it's like lots of lovely heritage carrots with smiley faces, and initially I bought it because I thought I'd make a dress for myself, but it was obviously meant for children really. Well, not meant for children, but like they loved it, so it was, in my house it was meant for them. So it's got this really lovely kind of ruffle collar, and actually it reminds me of the Bakerloo blouse by Nina Lee, which I really want to make. So, you know, I'm hoping it's a precursor to that. So I've done the ruffle collar. It's not the neatest of my work, but actually I didn't feel like I wanted to unpick it, because it kind of blends in quite nicely, and it's got these lovely gathered sleeves, and all I need to do to finish it is hem the button placket and then put my buttonholes in, and then I've cut one out for my big daughter as well. So this is for the baby, the 18-month-old, and then I'll do one for my big girl because they wanted to match. That'll be quite nice for them. I've had a really nice delivery this week that's just gone from Hey So Sister. So it was payday. I thought I'd treat myself. So I've chosen a few really, really lovely bits. And I just wanted to take you through them, really. So you always get a really lovely postcard from Georgie. And it basically just says, thank you so much for shopping with us again. And I really hope you have fun sewing and wearing the pattern that I've bought. So that's always really, really, really sweet. Their customer service is just exceptional. So I bought this pattern, the Romey dress and top, and I've been drawn to it quite a bit. I've been looking at it for a long time, and I just think it's because this model on the front looks stunning, and I love the way that the dress kind of sits and looks. And I've looked on the hashtag on Instagram, and people have made some really, really beautiful versions, so I thought that I'd quite like that. I'm also going on holiday in June, so I thought if I do it in a lightweight fabric, I could take that as a nice kind of evening outfit. So there's different versions. You can do like a peplum top. This is like a mini dress and then a midi dress. So I was thinking about doing this version. And I've got a couple of fabrics in mind, so it would be lovely if you could maybe comment and say which one you think would work better, because I'd love to hear any feedback that you can give me so that I can learn and develop. So that was lovely. So with the pattern, actually, Georgie sent me some fabric swatches, which I thought was really lovely. The first one is this French terry, which is really nice. It's got a little bit of stretch. It's really soft. So it's a cotton French terry. And off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called, so I'll pop what it is just by my head. We also got sent this cotton rainbow fabric, which is really nice. That's really lovely quality. And actually, I really like that one, so I might get a bit of that. Might be nice as a blouse, even a jumpsuit, maybe that might work quite well. And then this cotton poplin, and I think this is called Meadow. And it's like a wine colour, and hold it up, I think that suits my skin tone quite well, so I might have to get some of that as well. That might be a nice anything really. It's lovely. So I also got some, excuse the rustling, some thread, just some plain ivory. Got them in thread because you can never have too much of the plain colours, I don't think. With all your Hey So Sister kind of deliveries, you get a nice label. So this one says, you look lovely, have a nice day. You can't really see it very well because it's not focusing on me, but there that is. And I got two other things which I'm really excited about. I got some Paige Joanna Pigeon Wishes yellow buttons, and I got the big ones because they're fab, and as you can tell I quite like yellow. They're lovely, aren't they? I'm not convinced that they'll go with the Romey dress because the buttons kind of central, although it probably would. I'll have to see, but they do these in a smaller button as well, so that might be worth purchasing. And the next thing I got, I've been looking at since Georgie brought them out, and I've put them in my basket, I've taken them out of my basket, and I am so excited to put them in a garment. I think they're amazing. They're the Have a Nice Day tulip labels, and how adorable. I love it. I really love it. I'm excited to use them. So the fabric that I got 3.5 meters because I was feeling fancy, and it's just amazing quality. The colours on it are beautiful. The drape's amazing. It's called Girty, which is a double bonus. Is this viscose linen, and the camera doesn't do it justice. It's insane. I love it. So I've got 3.5 meters, so I thought that would make quite a nice roomy top, or some nice kind of linen trousers, or a skirt. I mean, I've got 3.5 meters, so the world's my oyster really with that. But also, and I can't quite remember what this is, I'll put it in again. These are all from Hey So Sister. I get quite a lot of my stuff from there. I saw this when it first came out, and I literally went and bought it. And I got 3.5 meters, so again, I was feeling fancy. Is this? It's vibrant, and it's soft, and it's light, and again, it's just amazing quality. So actually, in terms of like the drape of this pattern, that might work a bit better for this kind of style of the pattern. So I might use that for that. So we'll have to see what I might make too if I do the pattern justice. So those are the things that kind of I've got planned newish. There's one other thing that I found. I watch a lot of the vloggers, to be honest. I think that's how most of us get into it, and I'm excited that there seems to be like a really big growing community around the country of people that are learning to sew or already know how to sew and are sharing kind of their experiences and, you know, their outcomes, so that we can all learn and be inspired together. And that's actually why I've started videoing this, because I've been inspired by so many wonderful seamstresses, sewists, and I'm just excited to be able to share it and to learn. So it was actually Adele from Sew for Serenity that I went back and watched kind of her early vlogs, and she mentioned Peppermint magazine, and I wasn't aware of that as a magazine. So it's an online one, and they did lots of free patterns. I think they're charging now or asking you to donate, but they've still got some of their old free ones on there. And I ordered 2, and I actually was really lazy because I've got 2 small children and I work a lot. I got my patterns printed from the Fold line, and I got the Paddington top, which it might be quite nice actually in that linen, and I also got the pocket skirt, which you can see here, and I fell in love with the pattern. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And actually, going on my yellow obsession, I found it's just come out of the wash, so it's a bit bobbly and needs ironing gently. Is this double gauze? So it's mustard, and I think you can see in this light, it's got those lovely flecks of gold, if you can see them. And I thought that would make such a nice pocket skirt. And again, it's lightweight, it's breathable, so it would be fabulous for holiday. So I'm going to get that hopefully done this week. I'm on nights at the weekend, so hopefully when I get up I can cut the pattern out and get that done. Also redecorating in the hope to kind of move soonish. So lots of things happening all at once. I also love that when I got those patterns printed, they sent me these project envelopes, which I think are so lovely. They, you know, you put what your pattern is, you've cut it out. If there's any fitting instructions for you that you want to write on it, and you can keep them all nice and tidy, which is really exciting. So I've got a few other plans coming up. I get the Stitching Ink Ultimate subscription box, and I have done for quite a while, and I've got some lovely patterns that have come. But kind of last year they included the Wren Blouse by Chalk and Notch, and I think it's such a lovely shape, and I think it'll be a nice shape for me. So I was planning on making that for holiday, and they actually do a children's version, and I'll pop the picture of the kids pattern kind of front, like the models that they show it off with. So they actually do it as a dress and a top for kids. And I have had my eye on these rayons for quite a long time, and whenever I go on any site really, they seem to have sold out, because obviously they're delightful and they're really popular. So the first one is the one that I really wanted, but actually I only managed to get remnants of them off of Stitching Ink. And this one, I think it's called Royal Jungle Royals, and it's the Mystical Gardens rayon, and it's this one. I'm sure most people have seen it because it's fabulous. Is that one. So it's got all of the leopards and the leaf print, and it's lightweight and it's really nice. So actually I thought, because that's probably not enough material for me, because I take, you know, the size that I cut out probably needs a little bit more, is the children's Wren Blouse, probably for my small daughter. Then I got another remnant of the Mystical Gardens, the Flower Nymphs, which is like dragonflies. I think that's just, I got it's about 1.5 meters, I think. So I thought actually I could come do sister tops and do my 6-year-old the Wren Blouse in that one. And then for me, the big one, the big blouse for adults, is this, I think it's called Enchanted Meadow. Yeah, Enchanted Meadow. And that's that one. And I think there's more than that. There's about 2 meters of that one, which is lovely. And actually I think the colours are brilliant, and that might be nice for an evening out on holiday as well, or just, you know, casual wear when I'm at home tucked into some jeans, or potentially with under a dungaree. I think it's just a really versatile pattern. And also this one came, it was one of the boxes this year, the Marcel Dress. So I think I'll probably do that in the fabric for holiday, because it's just a nice easy pattern, and it's just flowy and nice for holidays, and you don't want anything too tight in the daytime. Another thing that I was looking at doing is making my own swimming costume. So I don't know if I'm quite confident enough to do it, I think the pattern's fine. I've chosen the Tilly and the Buttons pattern, the Coralie, because their instructions are really user friendly and they go through it step by step, but I still feel a little bit nervous about doing it. But I bought a kit, so I've got everything that I need, and I got that again from Stitch and Ink. There is a theme here. And I chose, because I think you either love it or hate it, and I absolutely adore leopard print. So I chose this hot pink leopard print, which is, I love it. And because it was a kit, you got everything you need. So you got the thread, you got the elastic, you got the mesh, the pattern. So I actually might have a go at that. And then again, my eldest daughter saw it and was like, oh, Mummy, I've got to have one too. So if it's successful, I might try and find a children's pattern. So if anyone knows of kind of children's swimming costume patterns, please link it below, because you know, it'd be lovely to have a look at one, to see if they work for them. So that's that. I make a lot of you know, gifts. I've said it before, I make lots of gifts for people. And the last Christmas hamper I did this Christmas that's just gone is I put all of my hamper stuff I made into Kylie and the machine tote, the maxi tote bags that I'd made. And it is such a nice pattern, and the bags turn out amazing. So you can get the maxi and just the normal size tote, and I'll put a picture of it. And I made some in needle cord. I did some just in like cotton lawn, and obviously depending on what fabric you do it in, it changes the structure of the bag, but they're all amazing. They've got big pockets on the outside, big pockets on the inside. They've got fell seams, I think that's what you call them, fell seams, so they're really sturdy. So actually, I found some fabric in my stash that my mum had given me years and years ago, and she had about 3 meters of it. So I think she must have bought it when we were small to use, and she never used it. But I thought, actually, I'm going to make that to take as like a beach bag for holiday, because they're big and you can put lots in them. And it's just this nice kind of polka dot fabric. So I'm hoping to get that sewn up this week as well, ready for holiday, which would be lovely. I'm really excited about that, actually. And I think that's probably it for like this week. But my plan, like I said at the beginning, is that I'm hoping to do, you know, I like the Friday sew trend, so I'd love to do that. I watch lots of unboxings, so, you know, my Stitch and Ink subscription box should come next week, if not the week after. So hopefully I can film the unboxing of that, because, you know, I really enjoy those kinds of things. And post what I've made, if I've had any challenges, and I'd love to receive any feedback from you guys, you know, to help me improve. And I hope that even if I can inspire someone a little bit, then that's brilliant, because we're all here to kind of enjoy this wonderful hobby. So yeah, I'm excited for all of that. So if you got to the end of this, I'm so grateful that you've listened to me and watched my video, and I know that I'll get better at doing these videos and these blogs, and updating the new Instagram account that I set up as well. So I can't wait to carry on doing this and hopefully start getting to know some of you. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you at my next video. Have a wonderful week. Bye.